You are not crazy. God still speaks. If you've questioned whether you can still hear God, this teaching gently restores your confidence. Based on John 10 and 27, we revisit the promise that his sheep still know his voice. Let me begin here. You are not crazy. You are not spiritually defective, and you did not suddenly lose your ability to hear God. Sometimes life bruises us so deeply that we begin to doubt everything, including our discernment. Jesus said in John 10:27, "My sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me." Notice what he did not say. He did not say, "My perfect sheep hear my voice." He did not say, "My emotionally stable sheep hear my voice." He said, "My sheep." If you belong to him, hearing him is not a reward. It is relational. And that matters for women who have walked through disappointment. Because sometimes after heartbreak, after betrayal, after unanswered prayers, we quietly ask, did I imagine all those times I thought God was speaking to me? No. God's voice is not mystical noise in the sky. It is relational familiarity. Think about someone you love. You recognize their voice immediately, even in a crowded room. Not because it's loud, but because it's known. This is what Jesus meant. Hearing God is not about volume. It's about relationship. And here is what bruises do. They make you question what you once recognized. If you prayed about something and it didn't unfold the way you hoped, you may have concluded, I must have heard wrong. But sometimes you heard correctly. You just misunderstood the timing or the process or the cost. Hearing God does not mean you will never walk through difficulty. It means you are not walking alone. Let me gently correct something. We often expect God's voice to feel dramatic, thunder, a sign, a supernatural interruption. But most often, God speaks through scripture illuminated in your heart, a steady inner conviction, a persistent nudge toward obedience, peace that does not make sense logically. And here is the healing truth. Confusion is not the same as absence. You may feel confused, but that does not mean God has stopped speaking. Sometimes what we call silence is God allowing us to mature in what he already said. When a mother teaches her child to walk, she does not shout new instructions every second. She watches. She steadies. She allows movement. That does not mean she has abandoned the child. It means she trusts the development. God is not intimidated by your questions. He is not withdrawing because you doubted. He said, "My sheep hear my voice." That promise did not expire when you were hurt. So how do we rebuild confidence? Start simple. Go back to scripture. Read slowly. Ask, Lord, what are you emphasizing to me today? Do not choose mystical experiences. Return to relational rhythm, prayer, scripture, obedience in small things. Hearing grows in familiarity, and familiarity grows in consistency. Let me close with this. If you belong to him, you are still capable of recognizing him. Even if your confidence is shaken, your identity has not changed. You are his sheep, and he still speaks. See you next time. Bye-bye.